Hey all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and welcome to another episode of Slabbin Sundays, where I take rocks and fossils I find on the western shore of Lake Michigan, cut them into slabs so I can use those slabs to make stuff. So this week we actually have 3 more from my viewer Jim that sends me rocks sometimes. They're 3 pieces of banded shirt, I believe. This first one here, you can kind of tell the bands in there, kind of orange and white and some reddish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get slabs off this way and just get some little pieces out of here. And the second one doesn't show as much, but then you can see on the side right here some very intricate banding, and I'm hoping it goes all the way through there. Because I think this one, I'm going to cut this way and try to get a couple slabs out of it and see if I can get some really cool patterns in there. Hopefully I can. Then this one, I'm not 100% sure if it's all chert, but there is this big white band running through the middle, maybe cold water, maybe just quartz, kind of geode. A lot of banding though, cherty consistency, but it could be like a rhyolite or something, but we'll see when we cut into it. So I think I'm gonna cut against the white here so I can get some of that white in the slab. So I'm gonna go this way on this one, see what we can get out of that one. So we're gonna use the high-tech 10-inch slab saw. A little, like a medium sintered blade this time, just so I can get a little cleaner cuts. So let's get set up and we'll get slabbing. Okay, so through that first one, I just did one thin one and one fat one. I just wanted to see what was inside this thing. So it's very red and orange. Oh, kind of switches colors. Kind of goes to all shades of brown, so it's just staining on the outside. Still really cool though, a lot of cool patterning in there, and like the beige and the dark. So that's just the end. So here's the first slab. Yeah, that's actually really cool with all those layers in there, all those different light colors of brown. There's the other side there. It started to break a little bit, but still really cool. Be able to polish those up probably. So here's the fat slab then. Oh, a little inclusion of something there. Something else right there. Kind of a cool pattern in there. So yeah, that'll make a cool little stone too. It almost looks like a little erupting volcano. That's really, really cool. And here's the end. It's got that on there too. So I don't know what that is, that white in there, but it's cool how the little patterns come through the bottom in the dark stuff. Really cool. All right, 1 for 1. Let's get on to the second one. Okay, so through that second one, I just got one big fat slab right out of the middle. It was a little cracky. I was gonna try to get another one, but I just decided not to. So this one had kind of some patterning there and right there. So I'm hoping that's on the inside. So let's see. So here's the end. Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool right there. So I'm definitely gonna get something out of this end piece as well. I don't like that little jerge in there, but really cool. That's the end. So hopefully this slab is just phenomenal. Oh, it is. Look at that. That is really, really cool. All those layers and lines, big circles. Here's the other side. Gets a little lighter colored, like a more beigey colored on that side, but I'll be able to make a really cool something out of that. That is awesome right there. And then this one, here's the end. That's really, really cool. Looks like another little picture stone. So I might still try to get another one out of this, maybe on the smaller saw, try to get a nice little thin slab or a couple or something, but not today. You can see the chip off already from the thicker blade, but hopefully the next one doesn't do it, but this one definitely was a win. That is one of the cooler banded shirts I think I've seen. So, all right, let's get on to that third one. Okay, so I got 2 slabs out of that last one. That one seemed like it was softer, so I don't know if this is gonna be chert. Ooh, look at that. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit. Ooh, look at all that patterning in there in those waves. That might be stromatolite actually. Kind of looks like it, just layered up. All right, so that was the first piece. Here's the first slab. Bad cut on that one. Ooh, look at all the yellow in there and the white. That's like a cold water pocket right there probably. But all that patterning, I'd say definitely not chert for sure. It's definitely granular. But really, really cool. Look at that side. Just look at all the different colors and patterns in there. So that's the first slab. Here's the second one. A little pitty, but still, look at that. Look at all the layers in there and the yellow and the white. Really cool. So I don't know if it's maybe like a sandstone morph or something, or if, you know, it's stromatolite in sandstone or mudstone, siltstone, you know, this thicker stuff. Really cool either way. Little pitty, like I said, little geode pocketies in that quartzy stuff, but really, really cool colors. Definitely wasn't expecting that. I knew it would have some layers, but I didn't think it would be that many layers. But all right, I would say definitely 3 for 3 from the eastern shores of Lake Michigan. Thanks again to Jim. So, all right, if you like this video, leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for some close-ups at the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.